If you're just joining us, we are currently on day 11, trekking our way through Japan. And sadly, this brings our final episode. It has been one epic journey, but the good news is it's not over yet. So in this grand finale, we're going to be doing a little bit of night photography, shooting with the Lomo Instant Wide. We take a little trip to Don Quijote, more temples, we explore Haneda Airport, and even shoot a few photos. And do we finally get a conclusion on the alien Gashapon? All that and more. But first, I get left behind.
We haven't been home during the day. What's this sound? I wonder if there's a festival thingy going on.
I'm so lonely. They left me all alone. So Caleb and Alex went to go get engaged. Congratulations to them. And so yeah, I wasn't invited. So right now, I'm just at the Airbnb figuring out how to pack all this stuff. I gotta figure out how to pack this all. I might have to buy another suitcase. Help. Yeah, I got food, bags, snacks, my clothes, the super awesome Nintendo 64 controller, random junk, other junk, more clothes. But yeah, so I've just been going through my stuff, getting things organized. I need to assess my space situation. I'm pretty sure I could probably make it all work with what I got, but I'm probably just going to have to buy another suitcase. Mostly for the Nintendo 64 pillow. Now, in the meantime, I don't know when they're coming back. I think they're going to be gone pretty much all day. So I think I'll just do the little street photography. However, it's pouring down rain right now. But that's okay. I do have an umbrella. It feels weird just sitting and doing nothing. Even though I kind of want to do that because I'm really tired and my feet are killing me. But it feels weird to be in Japan and just not doing anything. The other thing I was going to look into is actually going to some shrines. You get these like stamps at shrines and it's so cool. So I picked up one of these books and you open it up, and this is like hand done. It's so cool. And each one you go to, you can get its own stamp for each little shrine or temple that you go to. But yeah, it's so cool. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So yeah, I think I might go and try and find some more of those. I think there might be a couple nearby. Either way, let's see what today brings. Captain's log. Day 10, maybe? But my first solo mission, walking the streets of Japan. I am wearing a red shirt. Hopefully that's not an indication of how today's gonna go. If you know, you know. I have a bunch of Retnex film I need to shoot. Oh, I can't get through here. Yeah, I have some Retnex film I need to shoot. It might be a toasted situation where I ruined it. And it's been sitting in the fridge, opened, out of the wrapper, several months. So I need to shoot it. Hopefully it still works. I think this is the first time I've ever just wandered the streets in a different country. Maybe Canada? I can't remember, but this is definitely a first. Not sure what this building was, but I just really love the aesthetic. So I shot it with my SX70 with the Retnex film. This is what I was afraid of happening. Wait, this is so hard to do, hold an umbrella and shoot videos. This is what I was afraid of happening, and that's the pods of chemistry like drying up because it hasn't been sealed properly. It's been left out of its package for like 6 months or so. But the first shot I shot, that came out really good. So I decided to shoot it again, and it came out perfect. Beautiful saturated colors even, given that it was overcast and all. Now, you might be asking, hey Chris, the Retnex film's I-type, how'd you get that to work? Well, that's a great question, buddy. I use what's called the Power Bar S from Chromatic Parts. No modification required. Just plug and play, and you can use I-type film in your SX70 cameras. Oh, and I also shot it with the 35mm soda can camera. Reshot it, perfect spread. I think it's the same frame too. I never think I've ever had that happen. Found this building. I didn't shoot it with instant photography. I ended up shooting it with that 35mm camera. Grungy, moody. Plus, I caught that bicyclist right as he was riding by. Love it. From here, I decided to head over to the temple that Caleb and Alex and I had already been to, reshoot some stuff, and see about getting those stamp/calligraphy done in my book. This was a tough spot to shoot these photos. It's in the shade, but the sky is peeking through, and it's overcast, so it's gonna be bright, hot spots, and also really dark spots. And what I mean by that is the light metering, not knowing which one to pick. So the first one I shot didn't come out the greatest. Little blurry because the shutter stayed open. I decided to reshoot it with exposure compensation set to I think -1, and boom, nailed it.
Went to the temple and was able to get this stamp slash calligraphy. I can't remember the exact name that they call these. Ended up shooting one more shot of the temple. Oh, I also shot it with the 35mm camera and also this one. And just started to make my way back to the Airbnb. Made a quick stop to grab some food, but don't worry, we head back out at night and shoot with a Lomo wide. Try to do some long exposures.
All right, I'm back from my little trek. I'm soaking wet, pouring down rain out there. Like 7-Elevens here are like a huge deal. So I got this like hot dog thing, 6-inch sandwich, chocolate flavored caramel corn. Picture of it looked good. I bet it's seaweed sprinkles. I've learned my lesson on that already. Chicken, carrot, and honey mustard sauce sandwich, 6-inch. Orange Fanta. Believe it or not, orange Fanta is hard to find. They love their grape here. However, speaking of that, I also got this Fanta. I don't know what it is, but I got this. And then I got some stamps so I can mail a postcard. The reason I say all that is because, well, one, I find this interesting foods here. It's all been delicious. All this cost 1,600 yen. Oh, here it is. The actual receipt, 1,612 yen. That's the actual amount. For those at home trying to do the math on how much that is in US dollars, $10.84. That includes stamps. All this food, $10. This is easily 20 bucks back home, maybe more. Like one of these sandwiches might just be $7 by itself. It's crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to share that.
A few moments later.
Captain's log, night photography edition. I got the Lomo wide. Let's see if I can shoot some night stuff. Let's find out.
Spoiler alert, this little trek was unsuccessful for the most part. And also, fun fact, where I was standing, which I thought was a back alley, turns out it wasn't a back alley at all. It was actually a street. This is what I was trying to shoot, do a long exposure. And yeah, this was actually the best photo that I took that night. And this was after probably 4 attempts. So after walking around, taking more disappointing shots, I want to take one more crack at a long exposure. And that's of a Family Mart. I love Family Marts. I missed them oh so much. I was heading there to get dinner. My idea was to get some light streaks from the passing cars and somehow get the Family Mart exposed as well. Figured it was a long shot, but you know what? I snapped these lovely pictures. Yeah, that's sarcasm. So after those disappointing shots, I had one left in the camera, so I just walked over across the street and took a picture. And even that was still a little underwhelming. Frick.
These night shots are not coming out good at all. So I'm taking my defeats. This is going home after I got some dinner from the Family Mart that I tried to take like 3 pictures of and failed. But hey, sometimes that's just how it goes. You gotta roll with the punches. I'm glad I tried, because then I can know that I did try, and then I'll learn next time. Mostly they came out bad because I just didn't have the right equipment with me. I don't have a tripod or a proper one, like a tall one. I only have that little short one. And it's raining, and anyhow, a lot of things. But you don't know until you get out there and you give it a shot. No pun intended. I kind of regret not showing you this, but I have a little bit left. This was from the quote, gas station. They're the Family Marts. This is what would be a gas station back home. I should not even be comparing it to the gas stations back home, because this is nothing like that. In quality of food, I should say. This is actually amazing. This is what's left anyway. Let me show you. I got some like pork and rice. It is so good. And it was like 600 yen, I think, which is $4, I think. $4 American, I'm pretty sure. It's no joke. Like, it's so good. It came from a convenience store. That's what I should be saying. Not even an actual restaurant. Oh, and I'm drinking some of these. I can't remember what they're called. Well, they're strong zeros, but I think there's an actual name for them. I don't know. It's kind of like a White Claw in a way. It's alcohol. It has 9% in it. It was 200 yen. It's like a seltzer lemon White Claw. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
A few moments later.
How often do you get the opportunity to walk around the streets of Japan buzzed? Not many. So I'm going on a beer run. A little toasty. Oh, I'm stuck in the bushes. Hang on. I'm gonna miss Japan, man. Oh, I'm gonna miss Japan. This is so much fun. I got basically tomorrow. That's it. But I'm indulging in the culture that is open container. alcohol, that is. But man, gonna miss Japan.
Oh boy, I guess this is a great spot to end day 11. Sadly, we've arrived at our final full day here in Japan. There was a few things on our list to do today. One of the things that we needed was to get luggage, get ourselves a Shibuya Crossing certificate, stock up on some last minute snacks. But first, we wanted to stop at this temple. I think it's called Sensoji in Akusa, the oldest temple / market in Tokyo. The one with the giant lantern. And I still had some pack film loaded in my camera and 2 shots left of the Retnex film in my SX70 that I wanted to use here as well.
$10 again.
This place was packed, and we got here pretty early too. I shot this, I think, right as we walked in, or was it right before we walked in? Honestly, I don't remember. But I actually think it looks pretty cool, even with one of the pods not spreading. Yet again, an overcast day, which lends to not great Polaroid photos, but I was still gonna try. I shot this with the SX70 after I finished the Retnex film with the fisheye lens, which I forgot to adjust exposure compensation. When you use that, you have to, otherwise you get overexposed shots. Which at first I didn't like it, so I shot it again, and after I shot the second one, I'm not sure which one I like better now. Let me know in the comments what you think.
I don't know how this is gonna fare against the black or the white sky. It might be dark. I'm gonna find out. Could be wasting a shot. Could just wasted a shot. Don't know. Spent $20 here so far. Look at that. I shot that last photo like what 2 minutes ago, and now there's blue in the sky. But still, that would have popped through. Yeah.
I don't think it would have fixed it.
Frick.
And here's a photo I shot like 5 minutes before that. Very annoying.
This place is cool. Good job, Chris, for finding this place.
I knew about it.
Yeah, this place was pretty awesome. As you can see, I also had the soda can camera with me, but I only shot a couple of photos, and these were those. Honestly, I think they came out pretty dang good. Even my blind selfie kind of nailed it, given the circumstances. There's no selfie mirror on that camera, by the way. From there, we just hit the streets, wandered around, found this Arizona tea looking building. I suppose it's probably the other way around. It looks like the building, not the can. Either way, we went inside and it led us to this place with one of the most beautiful structures I have seen, which we had to go take a look inside. Such a cool little random find. Oh, and of course, I had to shoot one with my SX70. Snapped this before we walked up. Such a unique building. I love their architecture here. Somewhere nearby at Shibuya Crossing, there's a certificate gashapon, which I found a TikTok video of someone showing it off. So we had a few images to try and track this thing down. And the only thing that we could find was a paper version. Granted, it was only 100 yen, much cheaper than the 1,000 yen for the cool acrylic version. But we were determined to find it, and after probably an hour plus of searching, we found it. It's just kind of unique and cool, and the only place to get it in the world is right here at this one gashapon machine. Oh, and if you don't know what the Shibuya Crossing is, it's just a giant crosswalk where hundreds, if not thousands, of people cross all at the same time. It's wild, and quite the experience. I think this is the largest neon sign I have ever seen in my life. Maybe outside Las Vegas. Snapped a couple photos, one with the soda can camera, one with a Polaroid, and also here's Caleb's shot that he did on his Instax 300. Right next door to this, there was a food place. I can't remember what it's called, but we ate there. It was definitely raw beef. Yeah, it was interesting. It wasn't terrible. But we both shot some photos outside the window of the sign, and I used my fisheye lens on the SX70 for this shot. And here's Caleb's shot. He actually took a different approach, and I really like it. Hotel Diamond. It was completely blinged out, like the entire building. Crazy, but really cool. I didn't realize Japan built a space laser. Decided to shoot this with the SX70 with exposure comp -1, and I regret it. Still a pretty good shot, but Caleb's shot I think is a lot better. I'm jealous. Our next mission was to head to none other than Don Quijote, or also known as Don Q, but this is the mega version. I gotta tell you, it is not for the weak-hearted. This place was insane. So many people, such a narrow building, and like 9 floors. But our mission here was to grab some snacks, but above all, we needed luggage.
They really like their Kit Kat here.
This place just has a little bit of everything you could imagine. Like, do you want 4 liters of whiskey for $24 US? Or whatever that is. My biggest fumble was finding Instax film and not buying the square 2-pack for $12 US. What? Why didn't I buy it? But this looks familiar. Did a video on that like a long time ago. While on this trip, Bruno Mars did a collaboration with Don Quijote, released some alcohol and a music video. And based off the music video, it kind of seems like this was shot at this location, which is pretty cool. But you know what isn't cool? Remember that alien gashapon I've been looking for this entire trip? Well, I found it, kinda.
It's probably like been out of stock for a while.
I've been looking for that one for all whole time we're here, and I finally found it, and it's all out. So sad.
Yep, sold out. Frick. Do I know anyone in Japan that might be able to hunt one down for me? Please? P.O. box in description. But was successful on the luggage, and we were ready to get the heck out of there. A long day, but before we left, wanted to shoot a photo of the outside. Snapped it with the SX70, then we headed on back to the Airbnb. Which that meant we got to cross the crossing yet again, but at night, which is an experience of itself.
All right, time has come to peel these. I wish I could have peeled them there, but my bag was too full, and this takes up so much space, and I didn't want to risk ruining a shot if it wasn't dry enough. I've already done that. So, also, this is delicious. Not a sponsor, but please sponsor me. OKF Sparkling Watermelon Cap 2 good. I don't know what that says, but it's really good. And I regret only getting one, and I'm not going back because that was nuts. Okay, back to your regular schedule programming. Here we go. This is the 2 at the temple. Let's see how we did. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And I just realized you're vertical. That's okay. That's okay. Kayla was filming. It's late. We're tired. But that's pretty cool. That's the first one I did. And now, the next one, which was, I don't remember exactly. Oh, it was this one. Oh, that's really good. Look at that. Look at that one. There was no blue in the sky except for 2 minutes after. There was a little patch that came through, but it was overcast. Story of the trip. All our photos were like overcast pretty much. But that's pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with that. All right. I doubt I'll be shooting. Well, there might be some opportunity tomorrow. We leave tomorrow, but I don't know if we'll have pack film opportunities. We'll see. So get yourself some watermelon, whatever this thing is. It doesn't even know what it is because it's a can, but it's a bottle. What is it? I don't know, but it's delicious.
And on that note, it brings us to the saddest day of our entire trip. That is leaving Japan and going home. And when we get up to leave, it's a beautiful day. It's just wanting to taunt us the whole time. If you ever take an Uber in Tokyo, it will ruin you for Ubers anywhere else in the world. He helped me in the car and readjusted my seat for me to make sure I fit properly. As we arrive to the airport, he unloads our luggage for us that he also loaded for us before we left. Amazing service. Ubers are not like this back home. So this is Haneda Airport, and inside it is so cool.
That's the one we're getting on. I used to work at the airport in Portland. I fueled most of these style planes. Majority though, I fueled the twin planes, the twin prop planes more specifically. The Q200s. Is that Asiana? It is Asiana. What is it? That would fly in as a stop in Portland, but it was a 747. It's a massive plane. It is so big.
Yeah, 747 is no joke. It technically has a second floor even. And fun fact, if you ever wanted to know what the inside of a landing gear bay looks like, here you go. I worked there back in 2010. It was an awful job. We were treated terribly. I got paid $8 an hour to fuel planes. Yeah, Our flight, unfortunately, isn't until the evening, so we have like 10 plus hours to kill here. So we walked around, ate some food, did a little bit of shopping, and of course we took some photos.
Wow, this is cool. It's like a whole area. You just hang out outside and watch planes if you wanted to. Oh, there's even binoculars. Look at that. That's cool. This airport's awesome. This airport's huge, by the way. This is Terminal 3. It took our Uber driver like easily 10 minutes to get to once we entered the airport. I can't even describe how big this airport is. It is huge.
The other thing that was kind of blowing my mind, this area is mostly open. You only have this wire kind of separating you from the planes. Haven't experienced that at an airport before. But I headed back inside because I wanted to do a little bit of shopping. At least check it out because, you know, I haven't spent enough money on this trip.
That one's actually pretty cool. I think it's a mystery box. I don't really feel like dropping, I don't know how much it is, 1,600 yen probably. Just to try and get that one. But there is a Garfield one that's pretty cool. Should I do it? I don't think so. No, screw it, I'll get one. There's only like two I don't want. Hopefully I don't get those. That green one and then that brown green one. I think it's a bear. I don't know. I don't really want those. That clear one though looks super cool. Hopefully I get that one.
Those bears are Care Bears. I don't know why that didn't register when I was there, but I did end up picking one up. Let's see what we get.
This little party action. All right, let's see what I got. There's only 4 left. I guess I'm pretty popular.
All right, moment of truth. We're looking for the clear one. Let's hope the 1,800 yen was worth it. Wait, I didn't see this on the shelf. This was actually better. I'm not mad at all. She even comes with like a little ray gun. This is actually pretty awesome. I walk back over to the vending machine to see how I missed this figure on the shelf. What's this girl got? A watch camera? Where do I get one of those? Anyway, I gotta stay focused. Look, it was right next to the one I was looking at the whole time. I don't know, I think the red one might be cooler. I still kind of want to track down that other one though. Anyone have any leads?
$12 is well spent. I almost didn't want to get one of these just because I have an ex named Molly. But it's okay.
After leaving the cool zone, I headed over to the hot zone. And we were greeted with gashapons. Maybe they have the alien here. Let's hope, let's look. And no dice. And my heart got broken even more because I found this. Are you kidding me? A frog mech? Ha! However, the machine was broken. Every time I put a coin in, it would just spit it out. You have no idea how heartbroken I was over this. I really want one of these. That's so cool. You have this little dude that goes in this little frog mech. Are you, what? It's so awesome. I need to track these down. I need them in my life. But right next door, they had this cool racetrack. I think this is what, slot cars? This transforming plane robot definitely had me tempted. They had a fighter jet room. Fortunately, the helmet wasn't for sale. I've always wanted to own one of these. It's just so awesome. Ever seen the inside of a public Japanese toilet stall? Well, now you have. It's crazy. Look, you even have a sink and you can take a shower. Oh, never mind. You can't. Never mind. There are so many options and they're so clean. Not to mention how much room you have in here. Look, free access to toilet paper. They're not locked up. It's just laying around for you to use. People would steal this back home. Oh, and you have a full door on the stall. And remember, we're in an airport.
Wild.
All right, enough about bathrooms. Met it back up with Caleb and Alex and we went outside to shoot some photos. I ended up shooting this like 3 different times and this was the best one I got. Here's Caleb's, however. Yeah, insects just crushed it on this trip. Saying my final goodbyes to my newfound friends.
I'm gonna miss these machines.
I know. I have to get an insect. So
I'm gonna miss them. Oh, it's already popping. You don't have to do that with Instax.
I know. I'm summoning the image.
It's summoning it?
All right, there we go. It's a little bit better now.
Oh yeah, looks good. Look at that. Polaroid can't do that.
No, it's too hot.
Caleb saw this family and took the opportunity to take their portrait and give him the photo. That was awesome.
Wally. Say Wally.
We had this wild idea to put our camera up to this binoculars and take a picture of Skytree. Well, here are those results. I mean, I think Caleb did a pretty good job. You can see Skytree. The sun was starting to go down, so we decided to head back inside and hang out there and shoot a couple more photos. Oh, and I've realized I haven't mentioned what camera I'm using. I'm using the SX70, and Caleb's been using the Instax Wide 300 as well as his SX70.
It looks like we're in a mall, not an airport.
Well, the time has come to make our long trek home to the United States. First stop was actually in Hawaii, and I did snap a couple shots there with the SX70. And notable fun fact, these photos were x-rayed in Tokyo. As you know, I love to test the x-ray myth. I had a couple shots left in my SX70 and I had it scanned at TSA, or whatever they call their checkpoint people. No issues whatsoever. In the spirit of full transparency, this film was the film I bought at that camera store in Tokyo, which I was kind of getting a weird little purple hue to the images. We land back in the US, more specifically Hawaii. We pick up our bags, go through immigration, recheck our bags, and then go back through TSA. Fun stuff. So after being awake for nearly 30 hours and 287 instant photos later, we make it home, back to reality. No more Family Marts, no more gashapons, no cool temples, no more vending machines, no more adventure. This was quite the adventure. I will never forget this trip. I need to go back. I want to go back so bad. I loved it. There's some things I wish I got to do, and there's things I've learned after coming home that I wish I knew then. So I will be making a return. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this adventure of my trek through Japan. And be on the lookout for a director's cut that I'm calling the Epic Japan Trek the Movie, which will include lots of bonus footage that I just didn't put in this series. So consider subscribing to check it out. But until next time, get out there, make some art.